This is part 4 of Boiler Room. Is he Illuminati? Yes, I think he is. No, I'm joshing you like the frog does in the Mark Twain tale of Calaveras County. None of these so-called leaders get along. So there is hardly a secret cabal of mixed folks who unite and make up grand decisions about how the planet will spin, prosper, and burn. Can I say that again with different words like a linguistic research paper with cited sources? Ever read, even proofread, a linguistics paper? It's not fun. On the other hand, don't worry, your interest rates will remain feasible. Inflation won't affect you because they will print more and make it all better. I mean worse. You can buy as much pork as possible. The very reason you don't mind the Muslims or the Jews, since they don't touch anything that doesn't throw up its food into its mouth at least once, only to swallow it a second time for good. Makes perfect sense to me. Do you ruminate often? Daily? Ever? Puke up your cherry pie a la mode with vanilla ice cream, then swallow it again? As I suspected, you are not a shote in this realm. On the other hand, I once made myself throw up a Burger King value meal because a blanket of grease covered my mouth and wouldn't go away. It was either that or jump off the roof of my apartment that would make the grease disappear. On this very day, a goat, also a savvy ruminator, does taste it twice, once down, the other out, came to settle my nerves, telling me it could be worse, that I could be loaded down with quail shot and therefore unable to move. I realize shote rhymes with goat, but it's a weaned pig, a shote, ready to made, a Sunday lunch, like a gorgeous holiday brunch in Hammersmith, England, with Dickie Dawkins and his dear neighbors, who do include the boar in their diet without thinking twice. Dickie Dawkins, a biologist of wide acclaim, believes there is no conspiracy theory either. Zero. These blokes can't agree upon whether to pull out a 9-iron or a wedge, let alone plan a global campaign of terror, let alone plot COVID-19. Impossible. It's like a talking goat. I reckon he's right. I reckon he stole my coffee shop metaphor, my 9-iron, or I stole his. Dickie's a practical fellow. I should be very clear about Dickie Dawkins. He does not seek martyrdom. He is not a Christ-like figure. Though sharing an uncanny resemblance to Socrates, Dickie Dawkins wants to remain in human bodily form as long as nature will allow him. We discussed this over black tea with a splash of milk in his back garden while dismissing the international cabal idea as utter bullshit. Dickie chuckled as Daniel wrote it down. "Call me Richard," he said, "for the record." Coffee shop is now one word. Many words are following suit as they become lazy bastards of the compound form. Okay, call me Dan, or Larry Levy IV, whichever you prefer. I told Richard there would eventually be no record, since there would be no clean earth left to inhabit. Dismally, with mortality on his English lips, Dickie Dawkins had nothing better to do than say a prayer. We were both at wit's end. Prayer, of course, is a euphemism for Richard Dawkins. He prays less than I do, which is near nothing. Richard is less than nothing. Is that even possible? Mathematically, it is. That's what made this situation terribly rare. Be that as it may, I got to thinking, and Muslims and Jews have it backwards. They should not touch ruminators. Most don't eat this double Dutch concoction. I don't swallow my throw up. Not today, anyway. Do you?